Welcome to the Triple Play Talk Show. My name is Nate Olsen.
I'm Grayson, CeBallos.
And I'm James Grove.
Today we are going to talk about Ervin Santana and the 80-game suspension he faces after testing positive for PEDs. James, what's your take on it?
Man, first off, more PED use in the MLB. It's ridiculous. Guys, you're not going to get away with it. Stop doing it. And then he tried to use the oldest trick in the book. Oh, I didn't know I didn't take any voluntarily. Man, what did they do? They slip it into your drink. They slip it into your dinner. It's ridiculous what guys try to pull off nowadays. You got caught, own up to it, get it over with. It's just it.
One thing I saw that he said, along with I didn't know, it was, I better watch what I eat in my home country. I don't know what kind of food they're serving in his home country, but remind me not to go there if I'm planning on taking any drug tests soon. Because I don't know what kind of food would even have. I don't even know what kind of steroid it was, but I know that it's probably not any kind of food. So he's a really bad liar if you ask me.
Yeah.
Man, my thing about it is that doesn't even matter. He has PEDs in his system. He failed the test. So the rest of it, you make up whatever excuse you want. Once it doesn't change anything. He's going to have the 80-game suspension. And the bigger picture here, in my opinion, is that the Twins brought him in on that massive contract, the biggest contract that Minnesota's ever given. And the problem is they're probably expecting this guy. Minnesota's a young team. They've got so many rookies, so many young guys, and they want those one or two veteran leadership guys. And if you're paying a massive contract to Ervin Santana, you obviously expect him to be one of those veteran leadership guys when they start to get better,
Right. And go ahead.
You don't want like a guy that's on PEDs to be a leader and a veteran in the clubhouse, you know what I'm saying?
And him and Phil Hughes are supposed to be the anchors of that rotation at the top 1 and 2. Now, it's only Phil Hughes, and that plan that they had to add a top-of-the-line guy in their rotation is it's sinking.
It's shot, yeah.
It's, and it's without, the suspension's without pay, too, so, they're kind of getting off the hook a little bit, not having to pay him for, half the season, which is, might help them down the road a little bit, maybe getting somebody else, but still the bigger picture, the guy did PED, he did steroids, it's unbelievable how these people think they're going to get away with it, even if they claim that they unknowingly took them or whatever.
It's just ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of it.
So does Ervin Santana come back halfway through the season and have a better year, or is he kind of just tanking? By then the Twins probably going to be so far out of contention he could just tank, right?
Well, the only thing I see is he's in a really good pitcher's park now in Minnesota. The ball doesn't fly out there. And so I feel like he's still a good pitcher. And I feel like he'll have a decent year when he comes back. He's not going to change anything for them.
I think he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder, maybe proving, almost trying to prove his innocence even though he's not.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing to hopefully regain the faith of the organization and the fans as well. I've always liked this guy, but once I hear that somebody does performance-enhancing drugs, that doesn't belong in baseball at all. It's wrong on so many different levels that I don't think it belongs. I think Ervin Santana should be punished, rightfully so, the 80 games that he's getting.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's move on to Kozar, guys. He just got fined recently for betting on sports events. They said there wasn't any betting on baseball. Do you have any opinions on that? What do you think about that?
Well, Pete Rose bet on baseball. That guy got banned for life. Obviously, I don't think Jared Kozar is going to have a Hall of Fame career that's going to put any roadblocks later on down the road. But just stupid stuff these players are doing. That they think they can get away with everything, and they can't. It was illegal betting, not on baseball, but people still found out about it. You really got to watch your steps as a Major League Baseball player because, they're watching. If you do anything wrong, they're going to catch you for it. And he's fined an undisclosed amount of money, not suspended in any way. I'm personally okay with the decision.
Yeah.
I'm good either way.
Yeah. They have to realize that when you're a Major League Baseball player or any professional athlete, you're in the limelight 24/7. It doesn't end once you step off the field. There are reporters everywhere. There are people that recognize you everywhere. You're not going to get away with things that you might have if you were in the minor leagues or, back when you were in college. You're not going to get away with those things, and so
You gotta be a real good role model to the kids too.
That's true.
I mean,
yeah.
your favorite baseball player is betting illegally or gambling or whatever. Well, hey, what's this? They're gonna start looking it up, and then maybe they get into it. I mean, it's just a chain reaction. I mean, it's unacceptable.
You don't see that many kids saying they want to be like Alex Rodriguez anymore.
Right.
He's tarnished his reputation. You start down that road, you start tarnishing your reputation. No kids are going to want to look up to you.
He was one of my heroes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Watching him play for the Rangers, that guy was outstanding. Then all that stuff came out, and that was it for me.
Well, the last question we have for today is, what's the difference between if you're betting on Major League games, you're betting on baseball games, if you aren't betting on your own games, is there a big difference?
If you're not betting on your own games, I feel like there is a difference because you can either tank or whatever to try to get your money. But I do feel like even if you're betting on other Major League games, like if you're talking about other MLB games, they might have friends in that organization that might help them get some inside information, stuff like that might just that gives them an advantage in their betting. So that's definitely off limits.
Well, I mean, it is off limits, but is it just as bad as betting on your own games? I
don't think it's just as bad as betting on your own games because you have a little bit more control if you're involved with the team.
Especially as a pitcher.
Definitely. But it's still, you definitely can't do it.
What do you think, Nate?
I definitely feel the same way. I mean, and it's all about who you know, really. He mentioned, you could have friends in the other organizations that, you pay somebody enough money. It's going to be really hard to pay off somebody in the major leagues just because they make enough money as it is. But I'm sure if you're illegally betting on a game like that, you're going to make quite a bit of money, and you could possibly pay somebody off. So, yeah, I think it's almost just as bad, but it's really all about who you know. I mean, it's pretty sad that I'm talking about it's all about who you know to bet against a baseball game. But, that does happen, or it has happened. I'm sure it's happened, and it's been under the radar, and nobody's known about it. But, unfortunately for this guy, betting illegally, not necessarily on his own games or baseball in general, he got caught this time. So
yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the Triple Play. We appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions, you can find us on Twitter or Facebook. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.